Writing a story is more than showing up to an event and writing what you see. There are often interviews to conduct, background information to gather, and history to understand. So how do you obtain this information? Like every other person under 40 years old, you probably do not know how to use the Dewey Decimal System in the library. What's a Dewey Decimal System? Who cares? There are quicker ways to get information. If I asked you to learn something about this mystical ancient system of finding books in a building, you would inevitably pull out your laptop or smartphone and Google it. As much as your grandparents hate it, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. We have a wealth of knowledge in our backpacks, pockets, and purses, but not all of that info is correct. You have to be aware of not only misinformation, false information spread unintentionally, but also disinformation, inaccurate information spread purposely. How can you tell when a website is credible? What aspects of a website assure you that the information is not only worth including, but also won't leave you looking like a biased co-conspirator? Some websites you come across will be easy to assess. Although it may be easy to grab background information from Wikipedia, it is universally agreed that citing it as a source is about as credible as asking your parents for fashion advice. And sites for many government agencies, such as the IRS, can be trusted without resorting to in-depth research. But sometimes you find information on websites that you are not instantly sure about. Trusting a website based solely on it having a .org or .edu isn't always enough for journalism purposes. Some websites sporting a .org can be companies seeking donations and support. While this isn't always bad information, be wary of bias. You can go to guidestar.com to check the credibility of nonprofit companies. This website allows researchers to type in a nonprofit company and check for legitimacy factors like transparency and financial records. Another tool is Wayback Machine. By going to their website, you can search the history of the page and how often it gets updated. Besides being able to look at how lame websites were in 1997, you can ensure the site has been around long enough to gain credibility. Alexa.com can be used to search website analytics. Alexa gathers information about websites, including what demographics are using the site, how long they stay on, and where they look at it from. The concept of searching the internet for research isn't much different than any other resource. You wouldn't ask a stranger for his opinion on political election coverage without knowing his background, so why read it online?